Hello, this instructional video will guide students, academic advisors, and study abroad office representatives through the process of completing the credit verification form using DocuSign. This form is crucial for ensuring that study abroad courses are evaluated for credit or utilized as experiences that align with degree requirements. This form is also an important step related to receiving financial aid, as students must demonstrate that the courses they intend to take abroad will fulfill degree requirements so that they are eligible for aid. Let's get started. Greetings, Roadrunners. We'll be breaking down the process of completing the transfer credit verification form and addressing common questions that students and academic advisors may have when beginning this part of the study abroad process. This form has sections that need to be completed by the student studying abroad, the study abroad office, and your academic advisor. Upon meeting with the study abroad office, students will be sent the credit verification form through DocuSign to start the process. So in section 1, the student will write their UTSA ID number, their first and last name, the term that they plan to study abroad, the country name, and the study abroad program name. In section 2, the student will indicate if they plan to transfer credits back to UTSA and if they will be using military benefits. The student will select the appropriate checkbox to confirm whether or not they plan to transfer credit from their study abroad program back to UTSA. It's important to note that not transferring credit might affect certain types of financial aid. If the student selects no, I do not plan to transfer credit back to UTSA, they skip the remaining steps and submit the form to the study abroad office. If they do plan to transfer credit back to UTSA, they proceed to the next section, which involves listing the courses for which they wish to earn credit from the host institution. The table below is where the courses will be listed. Once all the courses are entered into column 1, the student will click Submit on DocuSign and the form will be routed to the study abroad office. If the student indicated that they do not plan to transfer credit back to UTSA in step 2, steps 4 through 6 are skipped. The study abroad office and academic advisor can still review the form and add comments if needed, but columns 2 through 6 in the table do not need to be complete. Below, you will find 6 columns. The student is responsible for writing the list of courses they wish to take in the host country in column 1, labeled Completed by Student. We suggest the student schedule a meeting with their academic advisor to discuss how these courses fit into their degree requirements. It's recommended that the student brings the syllabus for each course they intend to list on the form to the meeting with their academic advisor. It is also important to send the syllabi to the study abroad office for their step in the process. After the student has completed the list of courses, they will click Finish, and the DocuSign form will be routed to the study abroad office to complete columns 2 through 4. The study abroad office will complete sections 2 through 4. Students, please be sure to send the syllabi for each course listed on the credit verification form, as they are needed to determine how the courses apply to the degree program. Once the study abroad office has completed their sections, the form will be sent to the academic advisor for sections 5 and 6 and the final approval of the courses. Columns 5 and 6 are to be completed by the academic advisor upon successful completion of course petitions if needed. The student will work with the study abroad office to help provide syllabi for the courses the student listed in column 1. If needed, the syllabi will be used to petition the courses to the respective departments to determine course equivalencies. If the study abroad office has a UTSA equivalency on file for the specific course, it will be shared in column 5. If a course needs approval for a degree requirement, the academic advisor will submit a course petition to the relevant department or college. For approved direct UTSA equivalents, the academic advisor will note in column 5 and attach a copy of the petition in step 7 of the DocuSign form. If changes are needed in columns 2 and 3 due to the college or department adjusting the course level or credit hours, the academic advisor can update these columns. For example, a course like History of Spain, CLCE 324, would be reviewed by the History Department to determine if it's equivalent to an existing UTSA course, such as History 3293, Imperial Spain. If it is not equivalent, the History Department might approve a General Department credit, History 3XX3. For courses without a direct equivalent or not needing approval, such as free electives, the academic advisor will use the AFS affiliated international students subject prefix in column 5. For example, AFS 3XX3 for a 3-hour upper division course. Ensure the course number follows the UTSA numbering system, with the first number indicating lower or upper division and the last number representing credit hours. In column 6, indicate if the course is degree applicable. It is recommended that advisors include more information about whether or not each course will apply towards the student's degree requirements in the notes area. For instance, the notes may mention how one course will apply towards the student's major and how the other 3 courses will apply towards the student's remaining free elective hours. Once completed, the advisor will sign and click Finish on the DocuSign form. The form will then be routed back to the student for their signature. Before the student signs the DocuSign form, they will need to acknowledge and understand the course evaluations and recognize that they may be responsible for the cost of courses that are not applicable to their degree requirements. Suppose the student enrolls in an alternative courses due to course availability, placement testing, or any other reason. In that case, they will need to immediately contact the study abroad office to complete a new form. The student's request to study abroad is subject to all financial aid eligibility requirements and university policies not listed on this form, such as minimum grade requirements for applying coursework to their degree. Additionally, the courses listed on this form are not eligible for Hazelwood benefits/exemptions. Once the acknowledgements have been read, the student will sign the form and click Finish. All parties will then receive a completed copy of the form.